Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here for breaking news. I'm Will DuPree in the KXAN Live studio. Just a few moments ago, we learned that Governor Greg Abbott here in Texas has tested positive for COVID-19. His office sent out a statement confirming his diagnosis just a few moments ago, sharing that he's now isolating in the governor's mansion and is also receiving an antibody monoclonal treatment to help ease his symptoms. So we want to share the latest information. This is a statement that came out from his office. His communications director sent the following. Quote, Governor Greg Abbott today tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. The governor has been testing daily, and today was the first positive test result. Governor Abbott is in constant communication with his staff, agency heads, and government officials to ensure that state government continues to operate smoothly and efficiently. The governor will isolate in the governor's mansion and continue to test daily. Governor Abbott is receiving Regeneron's monoclonal antibody treatment. The statement continues here. Governor Abbott is fully vaccinated against COVID-19, in good health, and currently experiencing no symptoms. Everyone that the governor has been in close contact with today has been notified. Texas First Lady Cecilia Abbott tested negative. Just going to bring up the first portion of that statement for you all again, just to show you that the governor's office has confirmed that Greg Abbott tested positive today for the COVID-19 virus. He is isolating at the governor's mansion. He is experiencing no symptoms according to his staff members, and he's also receiving that monoclonal antibody treatment, which is supposed to help ease some of the symptoms and keep people from being hospitalized. As the second part of that statement announced and shared right there, Governor Abbott is fully vaccinated against COVID-19, so his case is considered a breakthrough. We've had a number of these, but however, we should point out that the most cases for those that are getting sick right now and also ending up in the hospital are people who are unvaccinated. We've been wanting to see who Governor Abbott has been in contact with these last couple of days, and a few tweets popped up for us on Governor Abbott's personal Twitter account. This one right here. Earlier today, just about 2 hours ago, he tweeted that he met Jimmy Vaughn, the brother of Stevie Ray Vaughan and a legendary Texas musician in his own right. He posted a picture, no one wearing a mask in this particular picture there just a few moments ago. Also wanted to pull up this one, Governor Abbott on his personal account again saying that he was in attendance in a standing room only event in Collin County. Again, that was last night. He said, thank you all for the enthusiastic reception. And as you can see from this picture, he's on a stage in a room full of people, not seeing one person wearing a mask from this look at this picture right here. So I would imagine that people in attendance at this event are aware and hopefully will be tested in case this may have been the place of the exposure. It's unclear right now, we should say, where that exposure happened for Governor Abbott, but we just wanted to be able to share with you all some context about what led up to this announcement and some of his recent public activities. If you are just joining us, we're sharing some breaking news here on KXAN Live. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced he has tested positive for COVID-19. This is considered a breakthrough case because he announced he is also fully vaccinated. His office says that he's experiencing no symptoms at this time and he's in good health. His wife, Cecilia Abbott, the state's first lady, has not tested positive. She keeps testing negative. We want to be able to share some more information about what we know so far. The governor's communications director shared this statement right here just not too long ago. Governor Greg Abbott today tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. The governor has been testing daily, and today was the first positive test result. Governor Abbott is in constant communication with his staff, agency heads, and government officials to ensure that state government continues to operate smoothly and efficiently. The governor will isolate in the governor's mansion and continue to test daily. Governor Abbott is receiving Regeneron's monoclonal antibody treatment. That statement continued. Governor Abbott is fully vaccinated against COVID-19, in good health, and currently experiencing no symptoms. Everyone that the governor has been in close contact with today has been notified. Texas First Lady Cecilia Abbott tested negative. That statement coming just a few moments ago from Mark Miner, who is Governor Abbott's communications director. We are still monitoring to see what other reaction will be pouring in now. I would imagine that other lawmakers here in the state who are currently in a special session will be releasing statements all over social media. I will ask all of you that if you'd like to keep up with the reporting about this particular story, you can find it right now on our website. That's KXAN.com. Also, keep the KXAN News mobile app handy. Enable push alerts, because as soon as we learn something new, we'll be putting that out there for you all to check out so you can read it right on your smartphone. So please download the KXAN News app if you haven't done so already. Once again, I'm Will DuPree here in the KXAN Live studio. Thank you all again for watching. We have more information right at your fingertips on our website and our KXAN News app. So if you are just joining us, we are detailing what information we know so far that's been released by the governor's office about Greg Abbott testing positive for COVID-19. I'm going to reread the statement that his office sent out to us, because if you're just joining us, you may have missed some of those details. So once again, let me read you this particular statement from the governor's office. It's coming from his communications director, Mark Miner. If you take a look here, this is it. Quote, Governor Greg Abbott today tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. The governor has been testing daily, and today was his first positive test result. Governor Abbott is in constant communication with his staff, agency heads, and government officials to ensure that state government continues to operate smoothly and efficiently. The governor will isolate in the governor's mansion and continue to test daily. Governor Abbott is also receiving Regeneron's monoclonal antibody treatment. The statement goes on to say, Governor Abbott is fully vaccinated against COVID-19, in good health, and currently experiencing no symptoms. Everyone that the governor has been in close contact with today has been notified. Texas First Lady Cecilia Abbott tested negative. I also showed earlier that Governor Abbott had some public appearances today, tweeting about meeting Jimmy Vaughn, the brother of Stevie Ray Vaughan, the musician, and also a musician in his own right. And Governor Abbott saying that he hopes to catch the show of Jimmy Vaughn's at the Irwin Center here in Austin. So again, a picture right here that Governor Abbott shared on his personal Twitter account just about 2 hours ago. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us for the latest about what we are just finding out a few moments ago. I'm Will DuPree in the KXAN Live studio. Again, please check out our website, KXAN.com, and the KXAN News app for the latest information. We also have newscasts coming up in just a few moments. KXAN News at 4:30, 5, and 6 will detail the latest about the governor's diagnosis. Thank you all again for watching. I'm Will DuPree in the KXAN Live studio. We'll see you back here at another time. Please, everyone, stay safe and healthy out there. Take care.